it's time to make this old girl a bit more seaworthy. So I bought this kayak a few years ago and I used it a bit, but in all honesty what I found is every time I went out I fell in the bloody water, because it's just not the most stable of vessels. Yeah, I've pretty much written it off the last couple of years, but it's sat up there doing nothing, and I would like to go and catch some mackerel. Now I was planning to sort of conjure up a pair of outriggers to make it a bit more stable, but I was looking on eBay and I found some really cheap Chinese ones, and I thought, can't really be bothered to go through the whole process of making anything, so we'll have a look at these and see if they're any good. Right, so here's what you get in the box. A pair of PVC floats. I think this kit was 40 quid, it was a while back that I bought it. And then the outriggers are made out of metal and seem quite sturdy. And quite thick gauge steel. So that's encouraging. Well, there are instructions, but God, they're not the best. Like, loosen the value and breathe float tube, inflate the float tube, tighten the value. We're figuring this one out on our own. Doesn't seem to give you any hardware to actually fix it to the kayak itself. Oh, you've got it right at the back there. Try fix them there. Right, so that's not going to work out with the screws that were in there, or the bolts that were in there I should say, because that's going to be too short. But I've got some slightly longer stainless steel bolts here, so we'll put them in. But it's nice because there's already some little captive nuts glued into there, so that saves a lot of work. Right, I've put a tap in there just because I didn't have any bolts that fit. And just because I don't want it to go anywhere, I'm going to put a bit of super glue at the holes. I don't have any Loctite. Right, in this slide rail here, there's like a track for those two bolts to go into. And then I guess this just sits on the top. Right, so that's it, it's all ready to go. I've installed a new strap onto my paddle just in case I lose that, because the other one was a bit weathered. Like I say, it's been sitting up outside for a couple of years in the sun, so it's done none of the ropes any good. But anyway, it's ready to go. We're going to give it a test drive. Now I do have a fish finder for this, but I can't be bothered to fit it just now. In fact, I don't even think it's here, I think it's somewhere else. So we'll just go blind, we'll just see if it's a little bit more stable. I'll take a rod with me just in case, but I think this is more about testing out whether or not it's going to be any use, because to be fair, I live next to the sea. It is really handy if you want to go fishing. And this isn't a terrible kayak, but like I say, it's just not the most stable. And if there's a bit of swell on, like, it's pretty ropey. In fact, I don't think I ever went out without getting wet, so I think that says everything. Well, I'm out, so we're having a little test run. Now, apologies in advance for the quality, the audio, and probably the film quality is going to be pretty poor here. I'm using my B quality GoPro. After my last disastrous boat incidents, I thought I'd use one that I don't care about losing. So my initial impressions are that I'm extremely stable, like really stable. Like, I think I could actually stand up in this, not that I'm going to try yet. But I'm also extremely slow. It doesn't half slow you down having these things on the back. But tonight we're just going to come and flick a fly around, see if I can't catch a mackerel, maybe a pollock. I'm not going to go any further out than these pot markers here, because frankly it's quite late already and I don't want to be out there at sea. Right, let's see how we'll go. We'll have a few casts up over a pot marker. We've got the wind and the tide against each other here, which isn't going to be super comfortable. Here we are. Right, here we are. I've got a 5-weight fly rod with a 6-weight dye 3 sinking line. I've got a baitfish fly of my own invention. And as a dropper, I've got like a little pink gammarus, a little pink fluffy shrimp. So we'll just flick this, and who knows, I might get a mackerel, I might get a pollock. You just never know. I've not exactly brought my top quality gear out just in case things go wrong. Oh, there's a seal right in front of me here. Well, that's probably not gonna do very well for the fish. And he's like, mate, what are you doing? Oh, there's another one. Oh, great. I think I'm gonna have to move. That's St. Mary's Lighthouse over there, and the island is absolutely lifted with seals. So we'll have to get away from the lighthouse a little bit. Oh, come on, you can't follow me. That's not going to work. You obviously know what the crack is. He's thinking, yeah mate, go on, hook a fish and I'll have it off you. Come on, you can't just follow me about. How am I going to catch a fish if you're following me about? Oh, really? How close are you going to get? And how big are your eyes as well, by the way? Come on, mate. I'm surrounded by seals. Oh, this is a waste of time. It's nice to see you, you salmon-eating swine. Uh-oh, I hope I don't hook one. That wouldn't be fun. Right, well, we're gonna have to go somewhere else. This might take a while. Right, let's see how many seals turn up this time. Ah, really? Look, I was changing the battery and I've caught a feckin' fish. Can you believe it? I had the rod just on my knee and suddenly it just started buckling over the side. is a collie and a collie, a pair of collies. Well, would you believe it? Actually, that's a little pollock, that. And it's proper swallowed that. Keep still, mate, because this is going to take a bit of doing. Right, you're off. We've released one fish, sort of. Yeah, they're both pollock. Oh, he's alright. Bloody hell. Oh no. Oh, I wouldn't mind if you're a sea trout, like. I'm guessing it's got to be probably a pollock again. I would like to look at you if nothing else. I'll tell you what, this is fun. It's a pollock, and it's a nice one. And I tell you what, mate, you're getting eaten. Oh, sweet. That's nice. So my little cooker here has finally given up the ghost after several years. I didn't think it was boiling very much. I think it'll be hot enough for the fish, but I might have to do the chips in the oven just to get them a bit crispier. So I'm only going to need one piece of fish because number one daughter refuses to eat any fish that I catch. She'll eat anything from a shop, but if I've caught it, for whatever reason, that means it's unacceptable to eat. You know what, I'm going to fry the other piece too and somehow try and convince her to eat it. Look a lot more. I had to finish them off in the oven. I did fry them, but they didn't get crispy, so I had to finish them in the oven because the little cooker's busted, I think. Ow! Yikes! Oh, that's nice and crispy. Thanks. Come on, have some fish. Have this piece of fish here. Look how delicious it is. There's more out upstairs. Tell you what, I'm looking forward to this. Loads of vinegar. Well, look, she wouldn't have my fish. Can't believe it. I went out there in the sea, risked life and death. I could have been eaten by an orca, and she won't even have it. Oh, does that mean you're gonna have to have it? Does that mean you're gonna have it? Oh, that's delicious. Oh, she doesn't know what she's missing. Ah, well, that's a satisfying meal if ever there was one.